7 physical traits that make women attracted to men and 1 that doesn't. Dating tips for men. What exactly are we discussing here? Let's begin with the first point. When a woman observes you, she can often discern from a distance whether you possess good posture. This means that your posture and the way you walk, often referred to as your gait, are among the initial aspects she will notice, even if she is not very close. If you maintain an upright stance with your shoulders back and your head held high, combined with taking longer strides, this creates a physical presence that will certainly catch her attention. This is a crucial aspect, and the good news is that it is something you can improve. If you currently have poor posture or tend to take short, hurried steps, you can work on slowing down and lengthening your strides. By doing so, you can enhance your posture and adopt a more appealing way of walking. The second important factor is grooming. This encompasses how you present yourself, including your hairstyle, the cleanliness of your fingernails, and the condition of your clothing. Are your clothes neat and pressed, or do they appear wrinkled and disheveled? A woman will take note of these details, and the extent to which she observes them, both consciously and subconsciously, will depend on her personal preferences. Therefore, it is essential to ensure that you are well groomed and not appearing sloppy. While it's understandable to dress casually when working, if you are going out on a date or hoping to meet women, it's vital to present yourself well. This includes basic hygiene practices, such as brushing your teeth and ensuring that your mouth is free of plaque. This leads us to the third characteristic, your smile. A genuine smile can be incredibly attractive, as it reflects true happiness. In fact, one of the most appealing aspects of a smile is having white teeth. This brings us back to the importance of dental care. You want to ensure that your teeth are clean, free from plaque, and have a bright appearance. Remember, while I'm not the one trying to impress anyone here, you are, so focus on maintaining that radiant smile. As we grow older, our dietary choices can lead to early discoloration of our teeth, which often subconsciously signals poor health and can be unappealing. Therefore, it's important to consider whitening your teeth. Regular dental cleanings are essential to maintain a bright smile, but aim for a natural whiteness rather than an overly artificial, glow-in-the-dark appearance. Next, let's talk about how your physical fitness is perceived. Just as a man might notice a woman who is dressed provocatively with prominent curves, women also tend to notice men who are physically fit. However, this does not imply that women are exclusively attracted to muscular men. In fact, many women may not desire a partner who is excessively fit, as this can create an unspoken expectation for them to also maintain a similar level of fitness. What women typically notice is your overall fitness level. If you are significantly overweight, it may convey various messages about your health, such as potential health issues, possible eating habits, or even a lack of motivation. Unless a woman has a particular preference for a few extra pounds, this is an area where improvement is possible. You can enhance your fitness by adopting healthier habits. If you find yourself overweight and not in good health, consider losing some weight. Conversely, if you are underweight, it might be beneficial to gain some weight. Engaging in regular exercise, such as going to the gym, can help you build muscle and improve your physique. It's important to note that perfection is often viewed as a red flag. Striving for an ideal body can set an unrealistic standard that may make others feel inadequate. Most people do not seek a partner with a flawless physique, rather, they appreciate someone who is comfortable in their own skin and maintains a healthy lifestyle. Remember, it's about balance and being the best version of yourself, not about achieving an unattainable ideal. I've been through similar experiences myself. And honestly, it can feel incredibly overwhelming and stressful. I personally prefer being around someone who exudes comfort and a sense of ease. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it, but the feeling of warmth and healthiness seems to resonate. Many women share this sentiment as well. Even though we might recognize certain traits, like noticing a porn star's appearance, it doesn't necessarily mean that person is someone you'd want to introduce to your family or build a future with. Moving on to point number 6, which is quite interesting and focuses on forearms. Women tend to be attracted to men's forearms, though the reasons aren't entirely clear. Perhaps it's due to their muscularity or simply because they're visible and convey strength. The key thing to remember isn't necessarily to have overly large forearms but to subtly showcase them. An easy way to do this is by rolling up your long sleeves of a dress shirt just below the elbows, which naturally exposes the forearms and makes them more noticeable. This simple gesture can be surprisingly attractive to women. If you wear watches, choosing one that sits comfortably on your wrist can further draw positive attention to your forearms, adding a touch of style. So, that was tip number 6. Then, we have point number 7, which is less about physical appearance and more about scent, though it still involves the physical proximity of her being close enough to notice it. This is about the moment when a woman gets close enough that she can pick up your scent, which can be quite impactful and memorable. Alright, let's talk about the importance of personal scent. You naturally want to present yourself well, and that includes smelling pleasant. However, it's crucial to strike a balance. Overdoing it with cologne can be a major deterrent. It might raise questions about what you're trying to conceal, and for those of us with sensitivities to strong scents, it can be quite overwhelming. On the other hand, if you're prone to body odor, taking proactive steps is essential. This could involve using a good deodorant, practicing thorough hygiene, or perhaps lightly applying a subtle cologne. When it comes to cologne, a little goes a long way. A spritz or two on your chest area is generally sufficient to last you throughout the day. Now, let's not forget about another crucial aspect of scent, your breath. Maintaining fresh breath is equally important. Ensure that you're keeping up with your dental hygiene, which includes regular teeth cleaning, both professionally and at home. A minty fresh breath is noticeable and appreciated, while bad breath can subconsciously signal poor health. So, make it a habit to brush your teeth diligently and don't skip flossing, as it helps remove food particles and plaque that can contribute to bad breath. And here's an extra tip, especially for those who are younger or still have some flexibility in their facial structure. There's a technique called mewing that can potentially enhance your jawline. Now, you can start this at any age, but it's generally easier and more effective when you're younger. Mewing involves specific tongue posture and jaw exercises. The idea is that consistent practice can gradually reshape your jawline, making it appear more defined and prominent. It's something that requires patience and dedication, but you might start noticing changes within a time frame of 6 to 12 months, and the improvements can continue over time. A strong jawline is often seen as an attractive feature, so this could be a worthwhile endeavor for those looking to enhance their facial appearance. I would like to address a common misconception regarding hair and its significance. It's important to note that not all women place a high value on hair. In fact, I know many women who find bald men or those who choose to shave their heads quite attractive. Therefore, for the majority of women, hair is not a critical factor in attraction. If you have a full head of hair, that's wonderful, but if you're bald or have very little hair, that's perfectly fine too. Ultimately, your hair, or lack thereof, will not significantly impact your chances of forming meaningful connections or attracting someone special.